The featured company is a paid client of Proactive Group Holdings, and this recording is disseminated by Proactive on its behalf.
I think what this really does prove, Steve, is the fact that these licensing deals aren't just a MOU or an LOI or anything like that. I mean, these are real. We have to get capital to make sure we support that, and this is all about that growth curve.
Welcome back inside our Proactive newsroom, and joining me now is Neil Wiens. He is the CEO of Replenish Nutrients. And Neil, it's great to see you again. How are you?
Wonderful, Steve.
Good to have you along. Company out with some news about financing, and there's really two parts of this, so I'm going to deal with it in two parts. First off, let's talk about a private placement of up to $3 million. So you're looking for some support from shareholders. There'll also be some insider participation in that as well. But just talk to me a bit about the process you're going to go through.
Yeah, I mean, as most people who are following us are aware, we've had some fairly good news that's happened here in the past few months, including licensing deals that have taken off. And really, what's happened here is, in particular, Farmers Union down in the U.S. has increased their timeline to getting up and operational. So part of our deal is to make sure that we have inventory that can support that operational to get the whole ball rolling with the licensing side. So ultimately, that's what we're trying to do here is we're making sure that we're ready for the Farmers Union to start taking off, so we can get that high margin license value out of it. And same thing with our partner up in the northern northern Alberta, MJ Ag Solutions. He's getting ready to rock and roll too. So everything's coming into fruition. Great side, because of course canola's gone up, so people have all of a sudden wanting to buy fertilizer again.
Absolutely. Obviously, it's a message you're sending out to the people who follow the company, is that this financing is all about growth for the company, right? Because these are deals that are already there and ready to go, and you just need to provide the product.
That is true. It is really just about carrying off on the things that we've already got rolling. And I think what this really does prove, Steve, is the fact that these licensing deals aren't just a MOU or an LOI or anything like that. I mean, these are real. We have to get capital to make sure we support that. And this is all about that growth curve.
Yeah. Neil, you also in the news release talk about securing some more financing, and a pretty strategic one as well. Talk to me a little bit about Sorby Bornholm.
Yeah, they're a unique house out of the UK/California. And what they do is they really do like working with the small cap companies that have got out there, and especially ones that are on the rise. So they have invest accordingly via a what they call a sharing agreement. And so the way that actually works is we have a set price that we of course gone through and said, hey, this is our target price, and because we know that we're in a growth stage right now, and eventually everybody's going to understand that we're obviously we're worth 12 or 14 cents today, but as time goes on, we're going to actually carry through with these licensing deals and everything else. And so for us, every month that we're above that target line, we get well, not every month that we're above it, but we get paid monthly for our shares over that 2-year period, according to the press release. And so if we're above a target line, I get more dollars per value on this. So it's a win-win for both Sorby and us. So they obviously, we've bet on ourselves to go up higher, and in their case, they're going, hey, you know what? If we have to pay you more because you bet on yourselves, we have no problem with that.
Yeah. Neil, let's talk about 2026. You're obviously in a position right now where you're going to start to see some growth from these contracts you've signed, but I would imagine there's a lot more things ahead in 2026 for the company.
Yeah, I mean, part of that financing is to ensure that we have physical dollars to deal with the licensing agreement. So not only is Farmers Union or MJ a part of what our plan is, but we have a whole bunch of targets, and we have been talking to a lot of folks that want to build facilities subsequent to this, whether it's in Saskatchewan, Manitoba, or Ontario. And ultimately, that's what we're trying to do, is ensure that we have that engineering, all the legal pieces that go along with it, as part of that licensing deal, so that way we can stamp and go and keep on expanding our IP.
Yeah, it makes a lot of sense. Well, congratulations on sort of putting a lot of these pieces together. I know it can be a challenge, but it sounds like it's going to be a very interesting time moving forward, Neil. So thanks very much. Good to see you again.
Thanks a lot, Steve. Appreciate it.
All right, Neil Wiens, the CEO of Replenish Nutrients.
The featured company is a paid client of Proactive Group Holdings, and this recording is disseminated by Proactive on its behalf. It is for informational purposes only and does not constitute investment advice, an offer, or a solicitation to buy or sell any securities. Viewers should conduct their own research and consult a qualified financial advisor before making investment decisions. The views expressed are those of the speaker and do not necessarily reflect those of Proactive Group Holdings, trading as Proactive Investors or its affiliates. No responsibility is accepted for any loss arising from reliance on the information presented.